So yeah, greetings once again, friends and fans and family and anybody watching. This is your favorite reggae artist once again, Marlon Clark, coming at you with some more chattings. Yeah. So right about now I want to talk about when I was growing up in Jamaica, as a young boy. And I don't know who can relate to this, but I certainly can, Back in Jamaica on a Sunday, and rice and peas was cooking, and, father used to take out the record changer and start put on the old tunes that evening there. And bill of vibes and everything was right, I don't know who can relate to that kind of living in Jamaica, but I certainly can. And I think that's where my musical influence started, back in those days. So my father was an avid record collector. So all the hits, any hits that came out back in the 70s, he had them. He had all the hits, 60s and the 70s, old hits. My father had a box full of records, And I remember labels, some of those record labels, like, let's see if I can remember them now. Impact, Wildflower, Gibbs, of course, Studio One, Beverly's. When you see those record labels, you know that it's something good. That's going to be something good. All of the old hits, especially the Studio One stuff, My father used to take out the record box on a Sunday when he was at home and, take out the record changer and he would show me how to change a record and, put on the needle so that the record don't scratch or whatever. And those were like some fun memories for me, musical memories, And I remember all those old hits and it was just a nice time. Lots of, and I remember now, bring back this warm feeling of nostalgia back in the day growing up on the island of Jamaica. Yeah, and I think that's where my musical influence started. And like I said in one of my previous visits, I think that's why, one of my previous videos, I think that's why my music is so heavily influenced with the old school Jamaican music because of my father. So, as an avid record collector back in the day, he had, trust me, he had all the old hits, every single one of them, you name them. I'm not going to go into names now of which ones he had, but he had them all. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember now, I remember one day my mother was doing a big cleanup of the house, and she took the record, the box full of records. And my father had like this big box of records, and she put the record box outside, probably momentarily, just to clean out the corner or whatever, just to complete her cleaning of what she was doing. But she forgot the record box out there. She forgot it out there, and when it comes to vinyl, because we're all vinyl at the time, vinyl and sun don't mix. You know what happens when the sun hits the vinyl. So the whole box of records was destroyed, and let's just say when that came home, it wasn't very happy. But yeah man, I remember those days, all the old records, all the old Studio One and Wildflower and all them labels. Yeah, really fun memories back in Jamaica. So it was like rice and peas, chicken or whatever meat we're cooking, and music. And it was just a really fun time for me as a young boy growing up in Jamaica. And I shall cherish those moments, And like I said to you before, those were the times that I think inspired my whole musical development as a little boy. Because when I heard those records, like, wow, what's this? Sound good, Blah, blah, blah. And old school Jamaican records, old school music, it is the bomb. And I hope we can keep it alive. I certainly will be keeping it alive. And, we're going to keep it going. Let's party, let's dance, let's sing. Let's keep it going. Yeah, man. Bless up and big up.